I just had one of the worst hot chocolates I've ever made. So you know what that means? It is time for the maps. Let me just switch over. And here we are. I started a bit out of the blue, so I don't know if there's going to be as many people around as usual, but hey, whatever. Alright, we're starting with Tempest, which we took a look at last week. There were two maps. I played the first one, but then I couldn't play the second one because there were a whole bunch of missing wards, and I wasn't willing to put up with all of them. I have since figured that out on my own time, so we're gonna give that another go. Also, just for the record, he says, Pepper said, couldn't load the second map because it misses a ward, and Quaver said he'd sort it out. This is by far the most missing things of a map that I have done so far. There were a grand total of 19 missing wads and a missing model. Oh, hello, Abby. Which is a lot. I don't even know what's going to happen with the model. That could cause some problems, but we're going to see. Hello, Abby. Welcome. As always. Alright, we're gonna finish this time. Also, for some reason, this is working in single player now. It crashed last time. So, we've seen this. Did this do anything? Oh, yeah. Oh, it's dark. Alright. Also, just for the record, when I was testing this, you can quite clearly see this level change. It's distinctive. He could have just made it go a little bit further and that wouldn't have been a problem. That's wrong. Not sure what's going on here. I don't think there was any explanation of what this map's about, or... oh, jeez. I'm starting to get a pretty good idea. And yet this isn't... right? I was gonna say, and yet this isn't leaking, but clearly this is just a box of sky. You know, this was well worth sorting out all those wads for. I sorted out 19 missing wads and a missing model for this. And I don't regret a second of it. Oh well. Hey, now we know. Toby says the map is about tripping balls, and he's probably right. Alright. Well detailed, in quote marks, temple map. Can't say anything else. There's a Temple Rush by Zammy90. Who would forget Zammy90? Everyone. Happy oh jeez. Looks a bit dark. Okay. People have some criticisms, but let's take a look. Yes, Temple. Anything new? No. New? No. Very little temple map. And it's a Counter-Strike map. Have anything to me? I don't understand why I mean, because it's got the same name, that's supposed to be one of those message of the days, isn't it? Or the map description at the start. Put something of any value in those things, rather than describing Counter-Strike. If you've gone to the trouble of downloading a map like that, surely you already know what that's about. So yes, temple. Next time I've got a second, I'm going to actually go into twhl and maybe say that the stream has started, because I forgot to do that. Alright, that is a transparent texture, and a full graveyard, full of 2 graves, and absolutely no way to get in, and a crate. Every good graveyard has a crate. Oh, and an invisible wall. Great. I mean, it's not like this is so detailed you couldn't have blocked that off with something and broken the immersion. It's a bit of a weird light. And there is some ambient sound though, so that's nice. I'm not sure what's going on here. There's a light coming out of that, what is presumably a brick out of the wall, except it isn't a line, so. It's the opposing force sound at the boss, isn't it? I almost get thief vibes from this. Almost. And oh boy, it does get a bit dark. Just line them up in a row. Would they build a door out to here? Would they use the grid? Just in case they made a secret. There's a very tiny detail there, which you might not notice. I do like the light effect though. That works pretty well. Even though there's no actual light coming in here, since this room is pitch dark. But I like the attempt. Because that actually works pretty well. There's some issues though.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Sorry, you don't want to be trapped in this temple for all eternity. Alright, Mar Factory. It's where they produce the Mars. It's done, hopefully. Surely you should know. How do you like it? Oh god. That alone says this is gonna be fun. How many wads are going to be missing? And why am I copying that? I don't need to do anything there. Counter-Strike? Yes, Counter-Strike. Alright, let's go see how the Mars are made. Oh, we couldn't because Mar Factory doesn't have a wad. Weird. I'm going to despise this process by the end of this, I just know it. How many missing wads will I encounter? Something tells me I haven't hit the peak yet. What was it? MA. MA is not a thing. Okay, that is a less well done light effect, given that the lighting of the room does not match it in any way. I suppose it's the same by that token. That's not a good elevator. Elevators don't tend to look like that. Why does that make that sound? That's not a button sound. Okay, actually that's just... the effect is more distracting than anything else because it doesn't match anything. Right, boxes. I'm getting the feeling this map is about boxes. Herbie makes a good point. Sunbeams on both sides of the room. What does that imply? We've got bad news. Sun doesn't even appear to be out. Oh no. Please, make your doors open. If you've got two doors, make them open simultaneously. Yeah, not a sign of the sun in the sky. Cloud beams. Can I? Okay, certainly seems I can get out. Is there anything of interest up here? What's the point of this room? There's a texture up there, but you'll never see it. Alright. Did my due diligence. He says it's night beams. It's getting progressively worse. There's a lot of sun there for no sun. I'd like to see a map where there's just sunbeams everywhere. Preferably with the space background. Alright, Shotgun Canyon by Dizzy Devil. He made that Dizzy Devil map, if I recall. Okay, it is as completed as I can get it. I made my own res file too, ain't that special? If you read the txt file, you'll know why I created a small map for Half-Life. Sound. Shotgun Canyon. I mean, his last usage of sound was well worth it. So... Valve. Sound. Shotgun Canyon. And... this little text document. Yada 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 yada. Deathmatch is a good map to practice bunny hopping and shotgun headshots. I got the idea from hearing some of the Counter-Strike players complaining about how the bunny hop feature that is in Half-Life and how easily they're fragged by someone that masters bunny hop when they play Half-Life Deathmatch. Well, this is no longer relevant. Yeah, the map is not like most DA maps. As stated in the description, this is a practice map. Only weapon used is a shotgun. Shotgun, some HEV and jump pack given at the start. You have to keep yourself loaded and healthy to survive. Okay then. Shotgun Canyon. By the man who made that map, which was Dizzy Devil all over the place. Nope. Alright. This made me in sound, which is already more than I expected, frankly. This is this Fulbright or is it just... no, it's Fulbright. I don't know why I'm bothering. So he wasn't wrong. There's a lot of shotgun shells and batteries. And occasionally some jumpy things. Why is this side down? Okay. He said there was a long jump somewhere, didn't he? What was I... Or did I imagine that? Oh, jeez. Can't imagine anything good happens to someone who falls. Well, it's my job. Oh, how you thought of that? The question is, why did he put it in there? Doesn't actually come out, does it? It's just a sound. Did he say there was... What was I going crazy? Jump back, giving it a start. I've already got it. I do already have it. Okay. Is there anywhere... Any way... I don't think there's any way you can... Oh god. Here's where you get stuck. I found it. I don't think there's anywhere where I can try and get out of the map here. Not the outside of the... Outside of the map is clearly the weakest part. I don't know. Maybe this is fun. Someone. Oh. Hello. Just have to get there from above. Oh, oh, jeez. Hey, I can see my thing on the other side of it. Oh, oh fuck that up. Some clipping arrows along with the missing paces. Oh, come on. Enough of that. That joke only plays once. Alright, next up is Sinister by Doc Rock. It's the first of Doc Rock's maps. Yeah. All of Doc Rock's old maps, and there are a couple to follow. None of these links work in the vault anymore, but I did find some of them externally. Which I will, you know, I've either got them or I don't. This, I think this is Counter-Strike? I don't know. It's also hard to tell because I suspect the source I got a lot of these from was a Counter-Strike site, I think. Half-Life Deathmatch map set in a desert station. Please, please, please email him with any comments. DocRock64@cox.net. I wonder if that's still his email, because he's still around. Alright, I guess I'll try for Half-Life first. I mean, it's possible. I guess unlikely, but possible that so I got it from edited it for Counter-Strike, but let's hope not. Let's hope this is the pristine experience. Don't worry, Abby, he gets into the Mario stuff really quickly. Like, he's got a couple of maps in a row, and it's Mario before 3 have finished. What was that? Sinister. Alright, yep, certainly looks like Half-Life. Pretty well textured, if nothing else. Just to say nice textures were used. I don't know if he made them. It's fairly straightforward by the looks though. Oh, stairs. Okay. I feel like I haven't got much else already to look at except whether or not you can... There's snarks up on those outside walls. And stuff. Where's the gorse gone? I do want to test whether I can... I mean, he wouldn't have left it open if... Oh no. Come on, Doc Rock. Don't do that to me. Where's gorse gone? It's the only... Well, I suppose you could explosive jump up there, couldn't you? But would it be worth it? There it is. Oh no. That went poorly. I suspect it's... But from what I could see, it's all, you know, troop mines and satchels and snarks anyway, so maybe it's not actually worth getting up all those places. This is pretty straightforward. I wonder how many maps he made before he started making TWHL maps. Because this isn't terrible despite its simplicity. This is a solid arch, and there doesn't appear to be carving errors, so he had some idea what he was doing. Oh, alright, that's sinister. Next up, Doc Rock again. Car park. This one I could not find, so we won't be playing this one today. Map takes place in a shopping mall's parking garage. Yeah, I think it's pretty self-evident what it was going to be. Mario Land. This one I also could not find, which is a shame because I feel like this is the one that shows up in top maps. Based on the Nintendo 64 Super Mario 64 castle area, in case you couldn't tell. Yeah. It's a shame, I would have liked to play that one, but I couldn't find it. I'm sure it exists somewhere out there. However, he really gets into the Mario theme pretty heavily, pretty quickly, so there's always more. And some of these I did find. Mario Air, for instance. Using all Mario textures, I created this whole new Mario themed map. Yeah, alright. This was also from a weird weird site, rather. I guess I can just do the thing. Yep, alright. Let's go play some Mario Air. I assume this was Half-Life. I assume all of these are Half-Life. I feel like that was his deal, right?
Here we go!
Right. Oh. This one was converted to something else, but evidently. But let's see if we can ignore that. Hopefully. I hope this is at least mostly pristine. I'm bad at video games. That's just always happen. Sure is Mario. Why does this one spin very slightly? But I want a coin. Fair enough. Well, I'm glad that did something. Whatever else happened in this, but still a rocket launcher. Mario just should have used this. Where am I supposed to go with this? Can't even get off the platform. Undersides the roofs are air vents. Maybe. This is sort of a very mixture of themes, isn't it? I fucked up. What is this background? Yeah, I'm not sure about some of these roofs. I guess they could be Mario, but alright, a puddle. A rocket launcher was my only means of... Oh. Some coins teleport you, some don't. These are supposed to go after 3. I feel like maybe I've seen enough. Oh, I'll look around a little more. Just in case. Never know what I could be missing. I do want to see if the pipe does anything. Okay. Rob me of all my downwards momentum. Oh. Ah. Alright, so where's the pipe? It's down here, isn't it? It's got to do something if you can jump into it, right? I am very disappointed. Very, very disappointed. Come on. That's what it does. Alright. Mario Madness. Mario's gone crazy. You have to kill Mario. Alright. Not much to speak of there. CFG. What's CFG do? Oh. Presumably the same thing and some of the same models. Let's say, assume these are all current. Right. I don't know what I expected out of that pipe, but it wasn't nothing. Supposed to type exec Mario Madness CFG before loading the map. I can do that. Alright. I did that. Does that just set certain server settings? Alright, we've got a little bit of castle music. Which is like elevator music in this setting for some reason. I don't know why I feel like that.
Here we go!
Yeah, you knew I wanted it to do something and you didn't do anything with it, jerk. And all these doors don't do anything, I'm guessing, but I'm going to touch all of them anyway. I'll get that Mario guy. There's a coin, given his past preferences, I'm going to say that probably teleports me somewhere, so let's wait. Still nothing. I mean, it's there's a pretty spot on recreation otherwise. Perhaps not pixel perfect, I wouldn't know, I'm not super familiar. I've seen it though. Yeah, but it's already open. That's not meant to. I feel like maybe it should have had a different music when I'm over here. This is still the castle music. Oh boy. Maybe these maps aren't pristine. I feel like this wouldn't have been left here on purpose. Maybe it would be, I don't know, but probably not. Okay, good. Lets me test this. Okay, it doesn't do anything. Now, if all the coins gave you grenades, in Mario, I think we're on to something. Oh, damn it. Oh. I wasn't expecting that, but I guess that makes sense. I don't know what's up with these being textured this way. Something slightly off about all of these maps. Like, not in a feel way, but just in a, like, this isn't supposed to be this way kind of way. And I don't know. I just don't know. What's that? Go on. Oh. That, I guess. Oh, jeez. No. Just like this. I wasn't expecting that either. Well. This is the sort of thing I mean about things feeling slightly off. Or maybe this is the madness. Maybe it's setting in. It's a quick madness. Well, what about... where's the chuck is? assume you can get up there. Where's the water thing? Need more jumping capability than I've got. I need to be Mario. Maybe I am supposed to have better jumping. Well, I have some solutions. Let's go up there. No, said let's go up there. Take a drink. This is supposed to do a thing. If my knowledge of... I don't actually know that much about Super Mario 64, if I'm being honest. I'm always worried every time I step on something that looks like it could do anything, because of what the history has been so far. Alright, I need some kind of explosive to help me get over there, but all of these ones I've got are going to kill me, I suspect. So maybe this one, but that probably won't do anything. It almost happened. I guess does that even work in deathmatch? No. Well, I'm just gonna take a look around. And the Gorse gun up here, where you don't get nearly as much use out of it, seems cruel. Well. Very well. I believe it. He seems prolific. Potato says that he's made 163 maps. I mean, he's still making them too. He put one on the map vault like a couple of weeks ago. But oh, hello. That was poorly thought out. Not gonna say that wasn't, but fair enough. Okay, next up is another Mario one. Mario Killbox. I feel like he never says much about his maps either. I suppose they were readmes. Half-Life Deathmatch map, Nintendo 64, nothing we haven't seen before. I mean, let's face it, this other map's by Doc Rock, and this is the 6th one he has in the vault. And very few of them say Mario, actually. Maybe he does hate the Mario connotations, that's why everyone knows his work. I mean, they're certainly striking. But if he made a whole shit ton of maps and there's only a couple of Mario ones and that's why everyone knows him, I could see that getting really annoying. Killbox. WinZip? What does WinZip get me?
Yahoo!
Yahoo, he says. Right. I had a feeling this was going to be what happened. Oh, gravity. Should have figured. Bidding. Oh god. You know what, maybe this isn't the best map he's made. Don't let it overcharge. What was that? I feel like this must probably be the bulk of the map. What the hell was that area I spawned in? Oh god. Well, I can jump real high. One in the last one didn't do that. But I get the feeling it was supposed to. To be fair, they weren't exactly high res in the original form either. What is that blowing up? Well, I guess I should hit. Whoa. Why is that one different? Let's do my due diligence. Oh, I think I hate Dock Rock. Think about it, this is a lot of the elements from that first map again. Just reconfigured into a different form.
Here we go!
Thanks, Quicksilver. Oh no. You know, I have no idea where that grenade went. It could be bouncing around the entire place now. Let's Wherever it goes there pretty quick. Or instantly, possibly. Okay, there's a little more potential with the rocket launcher. Seems like it tries to bounce it in there. Whoa! Well, this is fun. Well. There's no more rockets here. That's a shame. Not much else here, is there? Mario WOD. Note that this isn't by Doc Rock. This is by that fellow who made that lovely Mario map last time where Mario and Luigi were wedged in the ground and it had very little to do with Mario. Mario WOD, as promised, to help you on a quest for map for Mario mod, and it's been updated! I'm gonna go ahead and say this one was just a WOD. It's just a WOD. There's nothing to look at here. Alright, okay, this is a great screenshot to start with. Campaign by Zappy2x2. Note this screenshot says Chapter 1, Where Am I? Incidentally, this map owns. I have it on good authority. I mean, the author wouldn't say it if it wasn't true, right? Read me. Made for opposing force, may work in other mods. So I guess I should play it in opposing force. Other. That one. Don't try to ripe it off. Special thanks. Double special. Thanks to twhl. They're #1 sites for tuts and such for mapping, and man, the community is great. How's that for Kiss and Superman gasp? Spelled but you two Vasi with old Russian Avitar. I wanted to speak Russian, but Daddy said no. Am I witnessing a crime? Alright, so I guess we're gonna be playing this one in 4. Got 1 of 1 and 2 of 1. Wait, what? It just occurred to me what I just said. 1 of 1 and 2 of 1? Alright. Everybody says, should this person be writing text documents unsupervised?
Roger that.
Why can't I turn around? Chapter 1, Where Am I? Why is this...
Squad, all hostiles.
Is that intentional? That can't be intentional. Is that something broken on my end, or is this the map?
Bravo post, clear.
Hang on. Oh, wait. That's something that's an opposing force, man. Nope, something's broken on my end. What have I fucked up? Try restarting that. Preparing don't pay the bills. Potato says, I recognize this. Go into settings, mouse, disable raw input. I'm just gonna. Make sure that's actually a thing that's gonna keep happening.
3, 4.
Yes, okay. Options, mouse. Raw. Disable raw mouse input. It is disabled. What if I try enabling it? Oh, that works.
3.
Okay. What was it? Scott, 1 of 1. Okay, now we're ready. There's definitely grunts somewhere.
Roger that.
It almost sounded... Oh, what? Don't do a full-on flashing light like that. Alright. That light clearly has a source, the blue light. A little less so, except for this red button. Okay, that lift was pretty clearly just a floor and a roof, I'm pretty sure. No, there were ones. What was I looking at? I'm not sure I would get in a lift that sounded like that. That sounded like that and looked like that. The combination of the two.
Radio check. Over.
Alright, what's the volume of this set to? It's probably pretty loud, unless... I don't know, what's the volume like? What's the volume like now, rather? Did test that, but you never know, I probably bugged it up. Where's shotgun go? Is it a clip? That's annoying. What do you reckon? Do you think this breaks? I'm guessing not. Wait, does this open? Did that open before? Is it just not going to again? Hang on. It'll all be worth it, I'm sure.
Yes, sir.
Well, Irby, the reason he's using opposing force maps, it would be, well, because it's opposing force. He's using H-ground enemies because he doesn't know where he is. Chapter 1, where am I? He's forgotten everything. He's forgotten how to speak and who his friends are. Okay. I was going crazy. This actually just isn't a door. Is this the whole map? Oh. Stage sheets 1. Restart. I should... What? I swear I turned that on by default. And... no clip. What? Wait. Oh, I get it. I see what's going on. No, this grunt doesn't know. Those completely unmarked barrels were explosives. I was supposed to know that. Of course. Rather than the big door, which didn't do anything. Yet appeared exactly like the other big door that did do something. Alright, we've got a hole and we've got a ladder. Oh, and now we've got grunts appearing out of thin air. don't have armor. Alright, now that I've murdered more of my friends. For no apparent reason. I could have just left. Chapter 1, where am I? Level 2 underground. That answers the question, that's where I am. I'm underground. Oh god. Also, that level transition. It's falling towards the floor and it turned into... Oh no. Oh no. This is great. Obi says, what is that water doing? It's standing, obviously. The real question is, what the hell am I doing? The hell is this map doing? I think there's more problems than what the water's doing, Obi. You've got to look at the big picture. Yeah, I'm pretty sure... I think I didn't mark it. Okay, this says unfinished. However, the map does own. Well, alright, that is campaign. He had a question, where am I? And it was answered. He was underground, even though he walked outside. And then he wasn't underground anymore. He wasn't even on ground. There was no ground. Escape 1, problem map by Google. Problem with AI scripted sequence and trigger change target. Detailed description of problem included in zip in word.doc format. Alright. 622. Problem doc. I'm not reading that. Let's just take a look at the map. Muzz is playing Bejeweled 3. Speaking of Muzz. Alright, why are there no walls? Wait, he said he was having a problem with his scripted sequence, but there's no walls, so how is he compiling it? Unless, for some reason, his walls were the part he took out when he uploaded the problem map. Let's assume you start here, maybe? There's some stuff on the walls, maybe the Barney lets you in. I'm looking at some triggers. Trigger once, trigger multiple. Maybe there was a door here once. Boy, took out just enough details that I can't tell what the hell's going on. Trigger relay. We've got some discuses on the roof there. Change level. Maybe this is the end of the map. Trigger Barney. Apparently. Using AA trigger as a null brush. Got some aliens, you got some vending machines. What more do you want? You've got a monster maker called Maker 1. Trigger once. Another monster maker. A dead Barney with some stuff around him. Yes, this was probably the beginning of the map. Well, that's a neat little snippet, if nothing else. It's hard to tell what's going on, but someone out there probably knows. Well, Bullwinkle does. Null Textures 2 by Andy. Example map. Intended to add on the stuff, presumably from that other Null Textures map that we saw last time. Read me null. how to open the map, detailing what it is, proven benefit. Basically examples of what null is and how null works, which I think it's safe to say we understand by this point. But let's take a look, just see what it is. We've got 4 rooms. The first one is presumably this one with the start in it. I'm guessing these are examples of just parts that are nulled on one and parts that aren't nulled on the other. Yep, that's a very simple example, but I'm sure that's all it needed. Probably a lot more evident on this one. Oh, Jesus, a whole second one there. Yeah, fair enough. We know how null works these days. We're not uncultured like back then. The takeover by whatever. Crates containing documents detailing terrorist information have been shipped to a disused industrial base. Why? Special forces have picked up on this information and have been sent to retrieve this information at all costs. I don't think this one... Yes, the link didn't work on this one. So we won't be playing DE Takeover. But crates feature prominently in the screenshot, so take what you will. CS pistols at start. Example map. Now updated to give the player all the pistols at the start of the round. Okay. This one did work, I'm sure it'll be fascinating. No, it's just an RF. Just an example map by JV. Play with 6 people for a bit of fun. Feel free to rip if you like. Yeah, detailing how you do the thing. Fair enough. I should really just leave Sledge open, or maybe pin it to the... Why don't I do that, actually? Save me a bit of trouble. Okay. I feel like even in the screenshot there was more to it than this. But, okay. Who wants a bunch of armory entities? Does that just, they do the weapons? Whatever, I'm not configured for this, for CS. Oh well. No matter. Spaceship. Space dash ship. 264. This one did work. Okay. By Tlax. A map I have built on under long time, but it gives me no inspiration. What shall it be of this? Alright. Space. Half-Life? Let's say Half-Life. Presumably single player? It didn't specify. That was a long wait for a little bit. Okay. Oh. Fancy doors that stay open too long. And open... Oh, well, close rather, not synchronously. It was also a lot for a little. I feel like maybe that was supposed to go somewhere at some point. There's some interesting things going on in this. It's not terribly detailed. I mean, it is not detailed in a terrible manner. There's green lighting out here. Hello, Don. I mean, this spaceship largely transports crates, so that kind of technology hasn't really advanced much since they developed spaceships. How did that rotate and move with it? I kind of figured that was going to be an airlock. I wasn't sure what the electricity was, but if it was loud as fucked, but okay. But if it's establishing a force field, then that makes sense, right? Let's head up. Okay. Head up some more. Or not. Here's a thought. Let's not go up some more. Okay, I was really expecting that to do something. But there is one on the other side, so I guess we've seen the map now. I guess this wasn't finished. I should really check that. Unfinished stuff, yeah. Alright. That's neat. That could have been something. Once upon a time. CS Small by Odin Spear. Unfinished. Just tell me what you think, it's my first map. I don't know why I chose to make a CS map. I'm so sick of CS. Anyway. Well, it's descriptive if nothing else. CS Small. You know, if I was sick of Counter-Strike, I probably wouldn't actually make a Counter-Strike map. I'm sure he had his reasons. How do you do the rotating wheel on the door that opened up? Does that have to be a rotating that is passable and disappears? And then it's just built into the door, or I don't know. Maybe that's just something you can do and I've forgotten about it. Alright, good. Passes that test already. And simultaneously fails it. I'm quickly getting doubts about how big this map is. It was called CS Small. Alright. One big door to come through. One big door to find them. Alright, a whole upper level. Okay, there is another door up there. Let's go through there. It's a long path. For Counter-Strike.
Let's get the hell out of here. Out of here. Okay, let's get the hell out of here.
Okay, all the hostages are seemingly at the end of this one-way path up here. I am going to have to see where the terrorists spawn. That implies that the gaps there are solid, though you can shoot through them by merit of being able to shoot through everything. Oh. Oh no. I see a problem. I get that it's just an invisible barrier, but Jesus. These sandbags are evading gravity. Oh, there's ladders up into this room. I actually could not see that. Those blend in a hell of a lot. Alright. This is a... It's not so much a small map as a simple map. It's a very simple map. Alright. I've got some ability to jump, but not really much ability to move around. So I can't get out. Okay. They're the new way of stopping people. Hover bags. Okay. FY obvious. It's a map I made because things just aren't obvious enough sometimes, and I need to practice on making textures. Oh well, tell me how you like it, and if you have a CS server, feel free to put it on. There's a completed map by Faithin. Smokin' and Faithin. He says the point of the map is just buy a gun and shoot the crap out of people. So, Counter-Strike. Once again, detailing the point of Counter-Strike in your TXT. What was it called again? I've already forgotten it completely. FY obvious, that's right. It didn't specify what it is. No, it's fine done.
Okay, let's go.
Alright, these are walls. Some of them are backwards, which is something you can totally fix. Floor. Wood. Bench. Locker. But lockers don't open. Rock walls. Okay. Gonna go out on a limb and say this word that I can barely see is glass? No? Window. Window. Can I barely read that? It's a lot of rock walls. And we're working along wood with glass bits. It's not entirely obvious why that is, but okay. Box. Different colours of box, which I feel like is violating the whole point of what he was doing here. Let's jump down. It's got water, which I actually kind of like the effect of that, actually. The way this dev water brush is just... oh. Something I can't read. Phone booth. Which teleports you. They're known to do that. Pole. Ladder. Guessing there's not much else down here. Gonna go out and say there's not a whole lot else to this map. I mean, they're not terrible dev textures, but did it justify a whole map made out of them? Oh. This isn't obvious at all. Shame it's not useful. Okay. Crap map by the J89. It's a problem map. And I have reason to believe that it's crap. This map can't be created in multiplayer. It just returns to the main screen when creating a server. Well, and that makes it a crap map? I don't think so. Has a BSP though. Oh wait, no, this isn't Counter-Strike. What are you doing? Called Crappy Mappy. He was really sticking to this theme. Map. Crappy Mappy. Okay, maybe he was right. Pushable? What about this is pushable? I was gonna say maybe this is supposed to be a deathmatch map, but no. Catching glimpses of something more, something greater. How do you do this? I want to jump. No, like that. Turns out I knew. Okay, so I have it on good authority that this is a crap map. Why was that thing impushable? I don't know that. Does the presence of an info player deathmatch make it toggle some flag in the BSP that says, hey, this can be played multiplayer, so make it show up in the create server list? I assume that's how it goes. Aim SMG by Jaw Hammer Freak. Not many missing links in this one. Okay. This is a aim map. You get to use SMGs only, such as the MP5s and P90s. Let me know what you think, please. Yeah, alright. This is just like aim AK Colt, except with SMGs only. Creative, in other words. Game. Aim SMG. Alright. It's pretty dark, if nothing else. Except for this giant wall light. And these pure white textures being put to fantastic use. Also, this is a pistol. So, therefore, violating the entire point of the map that he stated on the front of the map. Glass doesn't break. Disappointing. You can get in the gardens. And yet there is an invisible wall preventing you from actually getting in here. Jesus. Make up your mind. And decal textures being used not as decals. Map by Jaw. I mean, that bit doesn't look terrible in a vacuum. If it was just this section and maybe that wasn't a pure bright white light and it was attached to a decent map. Abandoned Fun Life Map Pack by Hacks Clan Leader. Unfinished. This is a map I made up when I was bored. I liked the screenshot. I've now abandoned the map pack for ones with actual goals in a series called Aztec. My first map was released earlier today called ES Aztec, but not on the Vault. Otherwise I'd have played it by now. Okay. It's not really a map pack, is it? Because this is 3 different versions of the same map. But okay. close that. I'm sure we'll never touch that again. I'm not sure whether this qualifies as a map even. Alright, there are some player starts. 4 info player starts. Nope, not player start deathmatch. Armory entity. Wait, does that mean this is supposed to be CS? Whatever it is, they didn't get very far. What is this? And beam, sparks, beams, sparks and beams. Some vending machines. Trigger multiple. What's going on here? A multi-manager. From collusionary, door pop is supposed to be a jump pad, I'm guessing, which launches you up to the roof. But not much else. Okay, that's a snippet. I wouldn't go so far as to call that a map pack. I wouldn't go so far as to call that a map. DE Lush by Valax Tioff. Completed map. Stretching time. God, woke up too early again. A map based in a forest-esque setting, not normally what you see in CS. There are waterfalls, rivers, logs to hide behind, etc. Multiple paths leading to each of the bomb sites and many ambient sounds make the gameplay great. Well, the ambient sounds don't make the gameplay great, thank you. Made for up to 14 people, there are some crazy sniping places for all you AWPers out there, but the map easily caters to all types of players. You called out a specific one though. Whatever. Hell, I might actually get through all of this before this finishes. Okay, let's check the text document. Prevent terrorists from blowing up and setting fire to the National Forest. The National Forest. Why does that? It sounds funny, but I'm not sure why. This is just the forest of the nation. Plant a highly explosive firebomb inside the National Forest and set it ablaze. There's much more subtle ways to be a terrorist, you know. Right, DE Lush. And a bunch of WAVs, which presumably go straight inside the... This didn't specify, did it? No. Okay. Going to assume that it just goes in here. I assume you can use sounds like that. And a Justin wad, which I thought that was a default one. Something tells me. Did I copy the actual map? I did. Yes. Okay. Alright, I did notice down here missing jeep.wad, which continued to say that. So let's go ahead and say I'm gonna need a jeep.wad. Bad jeeps. Nope, nope. DE Lush. Here's my highly explosive firebomb, which looks just like a regular bomb. I see some problems. It seems like it would have been pretty easy to make me not be able to see those problems, but okay. There's definitely some water and some sparks in the ambient sound department. Oh, and some unaligned textures. Well, alright, I'll get to that. It's almost steep enough. This is... Pardon me, I've got to do my thing. Okay, good. Can I jump out? Certainly seems like I can. Nothing's stopping me. I'm gonna set a bomb on the void. I'm gonna blow up the hammer. Alright, that isn't actually connecting. I'm sure it looks alright from that side. Oh. Oh no. Almost looks alright when you look at it this way. In some places there's some alright naturalish looking brushwork going on here, but not everywhere. This just looks terrible. That isn't a good tree. Come to think of it, for a forest, there are 2 trees in this whole map. The rest are just rocks. There are some logs, I'll give you that. This water clearly changes here. Don't know how I feel about the fact that it just sort of goes over the ground like that. I think maybe they'd be doing everyone a favour by blowing this place up. Okay, I'm sorry. 3 trees. Am I supposed to be able to get under here? Let's say yes. This here doesn't look like an especially natural thing. Alright, this map was ambitious, I'll give it that. But maybe the other ambition was misplaced. This is some decent use of the spray. Tops of these trees, that's just ugly. Oh, some pros, some cons. Armory, an example map by Light Force. Someone asked how to make an armory? Well, here's a Half-Life one, not CS. I have a feeling that is exactly what it shows in the screenshot and nothing else. Read me. Okay, nothing of interest. Armory. Why'd you put it in a fence? Oh. Oh, that was weird. It was, in fact, exactly what it appeared to be on the tin. Fair enough. That's an armory. If you want to know how to make an armory, he's showing you. DM Arena by The Mad Carrot, also known as Muzzle Flash. We know this person. Why, his last post was... I'm sure I saw him recently. Whatever, he's around. Alright. DM Arena. Completed map. A deathmatch map or Half-Life. No mod. Pretty straightforward. Weapons all over the place with the pawning weapons. How do people pronounce that? I don't. I just don't generally. At some hidden spots, please check it out and report any bugs you find. If you think there are too many weapons or too less weapons, let me know. Thanks. Alright. Nope, that wasn't 664. I had to find this one. Oh wait, no, this one just actually worked as an external link. Read me. Okay. Nothing especially interesting going on in there. Says it took him a week. Great server. I note that the map in twhl was called DM Arena, but the map itself was called RPG Arena. I assume this is the same map. Unless he somehow linked to the wrong one. But there's definitely some RPGs around, is the impression I'm getting. Oh jeez. That was terrible. I don't even have a crowbar. I did make this multiplayer, right? Deathmatch. Wonder if that speaker plays anything, or if those are just details. Obi says we played this during a twhl deathmatch event, and it was insane. It seems like there's a lot of RPGs around, is the impression I'm getting. Rockets follow everyone else's laser sights. Good. I've always heard about that, but I've never... Is that something you can actively try to do to someone else? Oh good, and a rocket gun. 4 rocket guns in fact. I feel like these should be spaced out a bit, otherwise you've only ever got one firing at one time. And clearly this is meant to be... How strange. I think I see what you mean. I wouldn't have expected this to have that same effect. Yeah, I wonder if I aim nice and straight up. This doesn't go high enough, I don't think. Well, I have the means. Come on. Nope, jeez, that's not what I intended. Okay, I'm not going to try too hard to get up there. There's clearly nothing up there. Maybe says Archie stood in the corner just firing his RPG into the air and got second place. And I believe that. I've never actually actively seen the rockets getting stolen by a laser sight, but it was pretty clear what was happening just now, so... Yeah. Otherwise I feel like there's not, maybe not a whole lot more to this map. That said, there's that one grating over here. And I'm curious what that, if there's anything actually down there. Or if that just like leads out into the sky. So I'm gonna do this, and this, and this, and this. Oh. Oh, I see. Wait. What opens that up then? Is it... Potato says, what the fuck? Is this a thing that people... There's a whole bottom section of this map, and... Okay, I've got to investigate this now. Deathmatch 1. Restart. People in the chat freaking out. How does this open though? Does it open? Maybe it was retcon. And just left in there. But it seems unlikely. Surely there's gotta be some way to... Some way to do the thing. Is there a button somewhere maybe? There's gotta be. Herbie says it might be on a random timer. You mean like just opening up every now and then? With no real trigger? No one recalls a button hidden away somewhere that might do a thing? I'm guessing not, but I guess you never know. Yeah, that seems like that would be a real easy way to hide something. If you have something that's not especially obvious, but underneath the water. Because I know in DM Hydroelectric, no one ever went in the water. Like, well, I mean, every now and then they did, of course, but no one went in there particularly willingly or readily. And I understand why. It's, you know, fighting in the water isn't something you necessarily do for no reason. So, if there was... If you were going to hide something, it seems like the kind of place you'd put it. I don't suppose that vent just breaks if I shoot it enough. I feel like sooner or later Archie likes leading people to his secret spots, so don't stay secret for especially long. Ow. I don't see a trigger. I don't see any way to open this willingly. Oh, he's hiding this stuff in the core? I suppose that shouldn't surprise me. Oh, hello Muzz! You are in fact in the chat. Welcome. So Muzz, the area down the bottom, how do you get down there? Yes, you did. I know there's an area down the bottom, how do you get down there? I'm deadly curious. I haven't seen any buttons around. This vent was all that clued me down that there was anything down there. And my quick no clip suggested that it's attached to here. I believe it is on a timer. So this just something opens up somewhere. Do you suspect it isn't a particularly long timer? Could I be waiting here a while? Muzz is telling me that these panels at some point open on a timer. Ah! Ha ha! You know, everyone seemed very surprised when I took a glimpse down here and saw a map, so it's possible no one has seen this before. So we could be covering new ground right here, right now. Alright, there's a big button, that always bodes well. Seems fairly nicely detailed down here, all things considered. I take it that takes me back up to the top. Go on then. That doesn't stay open, so this is a very crossfire-y situation I'm hearing. Is there a safe zone, or this thing's just gonna go to hell all over the map? Alright, we have properly delved into this map, I think. I don't doubt that the inside is safe, but if it's only on a timer and it doesn't stay open, then that bodes poorly for anyone who doesn't set off the button. Alright. But that doesn't look like that map, so here's what I'm curious of. Does that map still exist? Because that links to the one I just played, which is RPG Arena. Or is this an old screenshot? If it is a different map, then I'm not sure where I would get this one. Potatoes is giving me a link to the actual RPG Arena, which was released way later. It is a different map. This one links to RPG Arena. I don't suppose you happen to know if this map, DM Arena, still exists. Hey, Atom? In the meantime, I'm gonna take a look at MK. Here is the first map that I think is good enough to share. He doesn't say of his, it's just the first map that he thinks is good enough to share. It went through 2 major revisions and was rescued from the recycle bin once. I still have the RMF so I can update it, but I think I've got all the bugs worked out. It's very blue. But let's see. 664. Sierra. Oh jeez. Half-Life Valve. Okay, he went deep on the path. Same deal. Muzzleflash says that he's taking a look for that map. In the meantime, let's take a look at MK. Or McKay, or something. Okay. teleporty black floor that was not connected to the... Nothing's actually on the black floor, but it's down there. It is very blue. The background is slightly purple, but this map appears to not have any lights that aren't blue. Some interesting structures up there, if I can ever figure out how to get up there. This is almost giving me the vibes of some of, is it Rimrook's maps? The ones set in space that teleport you when you fall off and have waterfalls and stuff. It's almost giving me the vibe of that, except not as good. How do you get up there? Is there a way you're supposed to get up there, rather? So I haven't got anything especially jumpy. I can try and do this, but I'll probably bugger up. I bug it up. I like how it teleports you high enough that you take fall damage, which is frankly is probably a better solution than his. Does seem to be teleporting to different sections. But I don't know if there's any rhyme or reason to it. Is it just a spot you can spawn up there, maybe? Beep 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 beep. I am thinking of Utopian by Superminer. I sometimes get Superminer and Rimrock mixed up for reasons I'm not entirely conscious of. He made a couple of maps in that style, didn't he? There was more than just one. I'm pretty sure. Alright, let's try. I want in. Alright, there's some cells. Oh, there's a ladder. Not that it does anyone much good. Irby has found... not Irby, the Atom has found the RMF of DM Arena. So I guess that's still there. I'm surprised we've still got that. When the hell was that map released? 2004. That's a long time to hang on to an RMF. Okay. I'm still curious about this, but I feel like... Okay. Maybe it's just that there's ladders that you absolutely can't see. Because everything is blue. No BSB and can't be bothered to compile at this time, so let me upload the RMF then. I'll take a look at that. Okay, I am just curious what's up there, so I'm going to do my thing. Oh, there bloody is a ladder. Oh, God. I was even looking for a ladder and I didn't see the ladder. Keeps giving cells. I haven't seen anything that actually uses the cells yet. Maybe it's in here. Yep. Spikes. Spikes kill you. Weird. Oh god, we keep coming back to Dream. Alright. Wonder how quickly this'll... Just checking. ES Aztec. Oh, this is that map he mentioned. An escape map. This is only a small version. I will make a big version though. Right, okay. Some strange things going on with the WODs. This is the vibe I'm getting. Yes, Aztec shortware. Not quite finished, only test version. I only want the BSP, I don't care about the rest of this crap. What am I doing? New game. Already forgotten what it was called. Yes, Aztec. Okay, this looks like a winning screenshot from what I'm seeing. Oh god. This bodes well. I can't escape the map at least. There's this ramp which I seem to be able to run off of. Okay, no, I can just run off of some of the map. Why do you upload this as a separate thing, the short version, for testing, when it's clearly clearly very unfinished? And... oh god. And the grid, the poor grid. Stop abusing the grid. Alright, I'm hearing from the chat that they have found a download for DM Arena, which Muzz reckons he will upload as well. I'm right around the end time for my stream, so if that will be a short process, which it appears it was. I'm guessing I just download the RMF. No, that is the BSP. Okay. We're getting shit done in this stream. Fixing decades old links. DM Arena. Let's take a look. Thanks for your help, Muzz. Oh, wrong. Wait, what was that map name? Gaia Nova? I haven't heard of that one. One day I'll get to it, probably. DM Arena. I almost... oh. I like that. Was this an early map of yours, Muzz? Like, as far as you mapping went, or how long ahead in your mapping life were you at the time? Because this doesn't look terrible if it is an early one. Yeah, it's decently made, no glaring errors. Decently lit. Actually varying up some of the ground textures and wall textures. That's more than a lot of people do. Oh, it says he's been messing with Worldcraft since early 2000. This seems like it would be an entirely functional deathmatch map. I like this more than I should. Except for that little bit of a brush error there I can see on the tail end there. Muzz says, been messing with Worldcraft since early 2000. For some time I couldn't even compile maps, so I just built in Worldcraft without ever playing them in game. Didn't have the internet to look up solutions to my compiling issues. Those were the days, weren't they? Yeah, I'm getting a very Crossfire vibe from this side room you walk in that has an Egon gun, a long jump module, and some charging things. Well, Muzz sounds like he doesn't like that flashing Lambda logo as much as I do. Wonder if... Oh, no, there is a roof there. No jumping on top of the level for me. Alright. I think we've had our tour. Thanks for everyone I help of actually digging this one up. It's weird that it linked to the wrong map that you released years later. I don't know how that would have even happened. But now it's here, now it's playable. I feel like I've done my due diligence in showing it off. Alright, I tell you what, let's do one more. Just for old time's sake. It could be broken. It could be terrible. It could be bloody long. What are we up to? About page 9 by now? Deep. Killbox. Lift War. Okay, I've been trying to figure this out for a long time. Funk trains in the map will randomly disappear, sometimes causing me to fall to my death. Problem map. Good. It's a good one to end on. I should have stopped while I was ahead. I don't know, 669. E-War 4. Oh no. I should always be suspicious when that doesn't actually load up a camera. Okay, this looks like a winner. Oh boy. Okay, there appears to be a series of 4x4 platforms, all evenly sized. God only knows where these go. I'm guessing up and down, judging by the entities. And maybe one very strangely shaped one in the middle. What's this? A button. What does the button do? Button targets explosion, which is an ENV explosion of magnitude 500. Fair enough. I don't know if that's what he actually intended. Trigger once. There's trigger once on all of these. What? Wait. Trigger once? Alright, correct me if I'm wrong, but the impression I'm getting from this is that in order for these lifts to do anything, someone has to stand on them at least once. I'm guessing they're automatic from there. Because these are trigger onces, not trigger multiples. So, initially all of these are still, except maybe that one in the middle, until someone jumps on one of them. At which point, that lift starts going up and down, possibly forever. That would be particularly bad if they just stop if they get to the bottom and then never go anywhere again. So presumably this starts in the middle. TM, presumably M for middle. Middle goes to the top, which goes to the bottom, and this goes to the middle. Okay, yes, that would go in a loop. Yeah, I think I have. I've either cracked it or they go anyway, and these triggers aren't necessary. Fun time. And these coloured lights, even though pretty much everything in the entire map is a platform, which would just be the same colour anyway, or the ground, which is pure green, and these lights would have little effect anyway. Is that... could you... I don't think you could even get onto a platform if you fall onto the ground. Like, unless one was already moving. I guess one would have to be moving, because all the spawns are on these things. This... there aren't even any weapons, but I suppose this was unfinished. I'm sure it would have been a banger once he actually did finish it, though. Atom is asking if anyone remembers Silas maps. I don't remember. He says his maps looked like he was on drugs while making them. I never actually opened up any of his maps because, as I recall, he was a bit of a idiot, but yeah. I'm gonna get there. I have to now. I've booked myself in to look at every map, so sooner or later I'm going to get to the bad ones. Lift War could have been fun. We don't know that it wasn't. Unless he finished it. Did he finish it? That's the only map he ever uploaded. He made one map and one map comment, which I'm guessing was on that map. No. No, it was. Okay. He was active way before I joined. I thought he showed up after me, but hell, I don't remember anymore. Anyway, that's it for me. That's it for me here. I've done 2 hours, I've done my time. Gone through some maps. I found another member we actually know, who actually showed up in the comments, in the chat, which is nice. Sure, that's not going to be especially common unless Ant shows up again. Until we start getting the likes of Irby, but I'm sure that maybe won't be for quite some time. When was Lab? Lab was in August 2004. I guess that's not terribly far from where we're at. We're at January 2004. We'll get to you, Irby. You had very good timing, yes. Obi sent his avatar. Do I? Ah, you have changed your avatar. Okay, anyway. That's enough here. God, you really are into Hollow Knight, aren't you? Okay, that's it for me. For reals this time. I'm gonna go. Hope you had fun. I did. And we'll see what kind of gold we dig up next time. Have fun, everybody.